Hi everyone, this is Jim. Welcome to episode 4 of Jim Plays Go. So I wanted to start out by showing some capturing techniques. So I would like you to look at the position in the center of the board. It's black's turn to move, as you can see by the black dot on my cursor. And you can see the white group in the center here is nearly captured. There's 3 stones there that are connected, and they have only 2 outlets, here and here. And so whenever you see a group of stones with only 2 liberties left, you can always make a threat. That's called putting it in Atari, and that forces a move. That's an example of a forcing move in Go. And so the question is, what's the best way to try and capture those stones? And there is one right answer here. It looks like you could play either one of those points at first if you're not familiar with this technique, but there is one right answer. And if you want to pause the video and think about it, I'll let you. Okay, I'm going to give the answer away now. Going here is the wrong idea, and let's show why. If you go there, then this line can be extended, and now this stone has 3 liberties, whereas you started out with 2 liberties. Now it's got 3 liberties, and your next move doesn't even make a threat. There's different ways that this stone can be extended, but it's definitely breaking out. So if we back up, the correct move is to place the stone here, and that leaves this liberty, only this liberty remaining, and so white to escape plays there. And you can continue the pattern. If you think about it, the same reasoning applies. If you try and block here, he can extend in a straight line, and that new stone will have 3 liberties. So you have to block here, and then he'll try and extend in this direction. That's his only remaining move. And you may be starting to get the idea. This is called the ladder, and you can catch these stones in a ladder. You can often win them, and it's a very valuable technique because you can win a whole bunch of stones this way. But in a real game, this won't get played out. A good player will recognize what's going on and stop short at some point, but I just want to play it all the way out to the end. So what happens is you just run out to the end of the board, and then black places the final stone here and captures that entire group. Very dramatic finding. So let's go back occurrence. So that's why if you're white and you find yourself trapped here in this position, let's see, with the black stone here, if it's your turn as white, you're better off just going and playing somewhere else on the board rather than trying to extend this ladder. But the ladder is not inevitably fatal. It depends on what is in the path of this stone. I mean, I deliberately set it up so it had a clear path all the way to the edge of the board where it gets captured. Also, if it runs into like a wall of black stones over here, then it will get captured. But and so in both of those cases, you're better off as white if it's your turn, just playing somewhere else and giving up those 3 stones, sacrificing them for the greater good. But there are other cases, so let's back up once more, and it's white's move here. And suppose this stone were already on the board, and then black plays here, threatening to create the ladder. In this case, white should allow black to create the ladder and go for it, because what's going to happen is that as the ladder grows, white will keep extending and black will keep blocking. At some point, white will be able to connect with this stone, and now this there's 3 liberties out here, and these stones are free. And not only that, but these stones that black was using to round up that group are kind of weak. There's, well, let's give black another move. Suppose he decides to protect. He realizes he's got some weakness here, and he tries to protect on this side. There's another weakness over here on this side. What's the best example? Well, this is one example. If white places a stone here, this is a double Atari. It's attacking this stone. It's got 3 of its liberties taken away, and it only has 1 left. And it's also attacking this stone, which has all of its liberties taken except for 1. And black can't save both of them. He can save one of them and then will lose the other. And that might not even have been the best play for white. But the point is that after the ladder has been set up, these black stones, it's kind of an all or nothing proposition. These black stones are somewhat scattered and weak and already have a couple of their liberties taken, so they are vulnerable. And so you don't want to enter into a ladder, with black, for example. You don't want to cause this ladder unless you're sure you can capture those stones. And with white, the same thing should go. You shouldn't allow the ladder to continue unless you see a way to free yourself down the road. Okay, there's one more example I wanted to show you. I think it's here. This one, yeah. So that was an example of ladder. Another capturing technique that often occurs in games is something called a capturing race. And I set up a sample problem here. And also wanted to take this point to mention a couple of applications that I've been using to learn about Go. They're both free apps that I have on my Android tablet, and I'll include a pointer to them, or the names at least, in the description to this video, so you can look them up in case you have an Android device. And one of them is it's called Go Free, and it's just a free app that plays Go against you, and it's useful just to you can set it for different levels, and at level I think it's 1, whatever the lowest level is. I was able to beat it, and then at level 2 it usually beats me, so I'm working I'm trying to work my way up. I think it has 10 different levels, so I'm trying to figure out how I can beat it at level 2 and then go on to the next level. So anyway, it's a pretty simple app. It has some flaws, but it's entertaining, and it can be useful, I think, to just get some experience. And then the other one is called Tsumego, something like that. Go Tsumego or Tsumego. And I'll include the actual name in the description, as I said. What it is, it's a free collection of Go problems, and you can buy inside the app. You can upgrade, so you can purchase more problems after you work through the ones that come for free. So that's how they make their money. But to start with, it's free, and you get 50 problems in each of 3 different categories, which are labeled basic, basic, easy, and intermediate or moderate. And so the basic ones are interesting, and that's what I'm working through, is the basic ones. When I allow some of the easy ones in there, they turn out to be quite difficult, and I miss a lot of those. But the basic ones I can usually figure out by thinking about it. So it's a good way to get started, I think, in trying to solve some of these problems. So this problem I have set up in the upper right-hand corner came from that application, and I just wanted to use this as an example of something called a capturing race. So in this position, it's black's turn to move, and black has 2 groups of stones that are in danger. This group here has only 2 liberties, and this group has only 2 liberties. White's groups, let's see, this one is pretty secure. It has space to the outside, so it can't easily be surrounded. This group is in danger of being surrounded, and this group also has limited liberties, although at the moment it has 4, but it is surrounded by black stones. And it does look like these groups are threatening to connect. So if it were white's turn to move, because this black only has 2 liberties here, and white has 2 liberties on this group, I think white could easily capture this group before black could capture that one. But it's black's turn to move, and that makes all the difference. And so you have to go after this group as black. You can kind of figure this out step by step. This is the only group that has 2 liberties or fewer, so that's the only place where you have a chance. And if you don't capture some of these stones, you're just going to lose these groups, because white's going to capture them. So this is a capturing race. You have to capture white stones before white captures yours. Now, if you just play here at the G13 point, then white can play here at K13 and connect. And now this group has 1, 2, 3 liberties after it connects, and your remaining groups only have 2 liberties. So you're going to lose that race. White will have the next turn, and will be able to capture 1 or both of your groups. So that can't be the right answer. So the only other possible move here that might win is K13. And in fact, this does win for black, and you have to kind of think about it for a while to figure it out. But by placing a stone here, black, first of all, is threatening to capture this group. So he's placed this group in Atari, and If white tries to break out with the stone here, then you can capture that whole group. So breaking out is not the answer for white. Now white has to save this group by capturing the stone you placed there on K13. And now you come to this square and attack from the other side. And once again, this group only has one liberty. It has no stones it can capture at the moment, so it has to connect. And after this connection, you will see that this remaining group, this is a larger group, but it only has two liberties, just this liberty here and this liberty here. And now black, by placing a stone here, will capture that group. White tries to capture your group, but you strike first. And so you win the capturing race. So let's go back to the start of that puzzle. And right here, it's black's turn to move in this position. It's often the case that you want to place a stone at these connecting points. Or it's also called a cut when you place a stone there. Even though white is going to be able to win that stone back, you can force him to fill in that spot in order to, it was playing on automatically. Let's see. So the way it works is you place a stone here, forcing him to capture back, and then creating a group which is larger but has fewer liberties after you. Let's see, after he captures the stone, you go here, he fills in, and that's what's happened. He's connected the groups, he's made the group larger, but the remaining liberties in that group are smaller, and now you can capture that group. So that's an example of a Go tactic and the kind of puzzle that you can find in that application. Okay, why don't we look for a game here? Let's see, I'm going to lower the handicap to 18, maybe get some stronger competition. My rating has improved to 22Q. Let's see, I'm going to stay on the 9x9 board. And let's go ahead and put this challenge out there and see if we can get a game. Okay, we got a game. Let's see. Master ODST at 19K, so a good player. Let's start over here in the corner. And take the side. He takes that side. So, okay, let's try and grab a little more space towards the center here. See how he reacts. He challenges my stone there, so okay, I can build a wall here. You know, if I get this half of the board and he gets that half, I come out ahead. Yeah, so he wraps around my stone. So that's an attempt to grab more space. But this is stable here. I don't have to respond to that. And I can come over here, I think. Okay, and he is extending his line that way. Let's see, can I attack this stone? And what happens if I cut here? He can surround this. I go here. Or he could surround on that direction and drive me in this way. Yeah, so I can't really cut there. I could go here. And he wants to keep me out. Now, can I cut here? He can attack it. I can attack his stone. I guess he connects first. Let's make this solid here. So I'm giving him some space over here. Let's see if I can stop him from encroaching further into my territory over here. Let's see, he may be threatening to cut here. Let's block that. Actually, maybe over there would have been better. And let's block these stones. Okay, so he's got something going here. Oh, this is dangerous. This group might be cut off if I'm not careful. If I go here, he goes here. Go there. He captures that whole group. Let's go along this side. Yeah, I may have made a big mistake here. Yeah, this whole group I think is nearly dead. Yeah, there's only one liberty left here. So, example of me losing the capturing race. I can threaten this group, but he can take this group before I manage to get over there. So I need to just abandon that group. It cannot be saved. And so he's probably got a pretty good game here. Let's see. I can maybe grab a little more space over here on this side. Yeah, so I let this group get disconnected from these two stones over here, and I didn't realize how much of a problem that was. Okay, so is he trying to capture another group? Here, let's try and surround this stone. I don't believe this is working. Yeah, he took there. Let's grab this group. So I got a couple stones, but let's see, if I go here, he can take it. So let's go here. He's going to fill in. Let's cut or seal that corner. And here. Yeah, so this is turning into one where he has a little more space than I do. Plus he captured all those stones. That'll count in his benefit. And he has Komi, so I think he's going to win this game. But let's play on. Let's see. He just went here, so he is not claiming any more territory of mine. He can't come here. Can't come here. He could come here. If he goes here, and I think I need to stop that. And he goes there. So there's no way for me to break through, right? So let's pass. And we will just count it up and see what the score was. Yeah, there's no removed stones. So white won by 4.5 points. Okay, so it wasn't a wipeout. I actually had a decent amount of space here at the end. I had 25 territory and 2 prisoners. He had 21 territory, so I had a little more space than him. He had 5 prisoners, and he had a Komi of 5.5. He had that extra bonus to start with. So so he actually won just by the Komi. If we just look at the results on the board, I won by a point. Anyway, interesting game. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave any comments you have in the section below, and I will see you again soon. Bye.